Are you ready?
Hi guys, it's Ollie Pope here. We're just myself and Sam Curran. Hopefully, if he gets on, are gonna do this live video together, and hopefully you guys can just answer some questions, and we'll give our answers. If I can find Sam. Hopefully he turns up. How am I? Yeah, I'm good. Bit bored. I think most people are at the moment. Alex Hartley, have I got my sun cream on? Yeah, always got my sun cream on. No one's bigger than the sun, Alex. Am I an all-rounder? Definitely cannot bowl. Right, where's Sam? Here he is. Junior.
Yeah, boy.
How are we?
What's happening, boy?
Not a lot.
What's
Right.
news?
Not much, mate. How's isolation?
Chilling, boy. Chilling. Nothing too exciting. Wish we were on the park, but keep ticking over. What have you been up to?
That's it. Well, playing a bit of F1 with you, trying to keep fit. But other than that, not a lot. Right, so guys, we're here to do just answer a few of your questions. So fire away with whatever you've got for either of us. See what we get here.
Nothing.
Hey, Sam Curran.
Hope you need a haircut, mate.
I don't know where to go. How's your hair doing?
That's why I'm wearing a cap, mate.
Yeah, I'm living in a cap. Right, what do we got here? Sam, there you go. Do you prefer bowling or batting?
Probably a bit of everything. I just kind of try my best with both, but at the moment probably being more of a bowler than a batter, but like to try and contribute with both kind of batter and ball. But I enjoy both. I think I'm learning from Popey at the minute. He's flying at the minute, so got to keep picking Popey's brains, and yeah, all good.
Another one. Here's one. Are we going to watch the Headingley Test recap later on? Probably stick it on in the background. I think you can never really get bored of that one, can you?
You came down for that, didn't you?
Yeah, and then I think we both drove down the morning it started, didn't we, to play a T20 for Surrey.
That's good.
What's your best moment on a cricket field?
Best moment, I reckon. I gotta say Cape Town last December when we had we won with 6 overs to go. Stokesy's spell at the end of the day with the Barmy Army going mad. That was pretty special. I think to play 5 days and go down to the last session was pretty cool. And yeah, what do you reckon yours is?
I'd probably have to say the same, actually. That was an amazing feeling. I think it was a big game in the series, 1-1, and then to come back and to take it to 1-1, and then obviously to win late on day 5. There was no better feeling than that. So that was right up there.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, especially to win abroad as well with all the younger guys, all our mates and stuff was pretty cool, and to be learning from the bigger, more senior players. I think the biggest take I took from it, especially playing with you, Sibbers, Burnsy, obviously being our Surrey captain, and then it's been pretty cool. And Zach Crawley, Bessie, it's a nice group to be involved in.
Yeah, exactly. What have we got here? Scroll through.
What are your plans for after cricket, Popey?
For after cricket? Oh, good.
Yeah.
My plans for after cricket. Hopefully, it's a long way away. I can't say I've got many at the moment. I don't know. I'd like to think I could be a commentator, but probably put a few people to sleep. How about you?
Nah, no idea. I like to back myself as a golfer, so hopefully I can turn pro when retirement comes.
Yeah, I was thinking the same actually. Thinking the same about my football, but it's never too late. Who? What have we got here? Have you seen any? Ben Curran. Oh, thanks, Ben. I'm a very good player. That's what he said. What can you see here, Junior? What's your favorite cricket ground abroad?
Abroad, I'd probably say I enjoyed Cape Town this last December, but Gaul in Sri Lanka is pretty cool. It's not the usual cricket stadium, but to have like a different type of vibe right by the sea and the Barmy Army going. When we beat them in Sri Lanka probably 2 years ago, we beat them 3-0. It was pretty cool. What else do we play? I think New Zealand, Mount Maunganui was pretty cool going. I like those kind of outgrounds. They're not too bad. But what do you reckon yours is?
Yeah, bro, I'd probably say the similar actually. Cape Town's unbelievable with the mountain right next to it. Yeah, I love Gaul as well. I think some of the stadiums in India are cool. I like the Wankhede. That was very nice.
I got whacked everywhere when you played at the Wankhede against Mumbai. Pollard took me to all parts, so it's not one of my favourites at the moment.
Yeah, it is. It looks pretty flat there as well. It was when we were there.
Yeah, there's a lot of chat going on here, Popey. Apparently, you still should be wearing some sun cream indoors.
Yeah, I know. I've heard it. No one's bigger than the sun. I think everyone's got to be wearing sun cream indoors these days.
Who was the toughest bowler you faced in the South African trip, Popey?
Probably Rabada or Philander, I'd say. I think they're both obviously very different bowlers, but Rabada with his height and skills with the ball, and then Philander, obviously he's got great skills as well. He sort of swings it and nips it both ways, so he's right up there as well.
Who do you reckon is the toughest bowler you've faced in like international cricket?
So far, probably Bumrah. How about you?
Yeah, Bumrah's pretty sneaky, isn't he? He's got different action, not to the usual, but you've probably faced more of the harder spells. Obviously, I'm low down the order, so you've got to come up with the you be the ones who make the runs, and I'll try and take the wickets and score at the end.
That's it. Who's your favourite England player growing up?
I'll probably say bowling wise, I'd probably say Jimmy, because obviously me being a swing bowler, I'd probably try and pick Jimmy's brains and copy him in the way he bowls and things like that. I'll be stupid not to kind of pick the brains of the bowlers around our side, especially Stokesy, Broady, Joff. They're all pretty incredible bowlers, so I'm just trying to pick their brains each day, and I'd probably say Jimmy, and then someone like Brian Lara batting wise. Who do you reckon your heroes are?
I used to love, because I kept wicket as sort of when I was young, so I used to love watching guys like Adam Gilchrist, AB de Villiers. He's one of my favourite players. And then for England, I reckon, I don't know, I love watching Ian Bell obviously growing up, and sort of over the last few years, I guess the guys that we're lucky enough to play with now, sort of the Roots, the Stokes, and for you bowlers, Jimmy and Broad and those guys. So I guess they were doing their thing sort of while we were going through the age groups, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, nice one.
What's your favourite football team?
Well, I'm a Chelsea fan, so try and get down to Stamford Bridge as much as possible. You actually came down with me a couple of weeks ago, but obviously no sport on at the minute. I'm sure a lot of people watching this are struggling without sport, but there's a lot more important things going on. So just got to sit tight, and hopefully all sportsmen and sports fans can be back in stadiums in the near future.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. What else? See a few of your mates have hopped on here.
So there's a few questions. Are you going to bring back the keeping gloves for Surrey, do you reckon, Popey?
That's a good question. I guess we've got Ben Folkes at Surrey at the moment. So for the time being, he's one of the best in the world. So I think the keeping gloves are in the locker just for now, but you never know. If I'll keep doing my training, and if ever he gets called up or has a little injury, then I'd like to think I was ready for the challenge.
Who's the best golfer in the England team, do you reckon?
Well, that's a good question. Who do you reckon?
Well, Jimmy's got the best handicap.
Yeah,
Stokesy and Broad are bandits. Burnsy plays off, I think, 16. He's definitely better than
Burnsy's a
16.
bandit. Although he has
But
got a lot of shanks in the locker.
yeah, he's got my drive at the minute, so I'm waiting for that back. It's definitely not me because I'm left, right, and everywhere. So just got to keep hacking away and working at it.
What about seeing the best footballer? Who's the best footballer?
Ooh, we're not allowed to play football now, so I reckon. Well, Burnsy was good footballer, even though he unfortunately got injured in Cape Town. Folks, he's a great footballer.
Yeah, he's a strong player.
Joss is very what's the word? Competitive and gets stuck in out of the most, I reckon.
Yeah.
I try and hide, but me and TC aren't great footballers. I'll be honest. It's all about the effort, though. You know what I mean?
That was going to be my next question, actually. Who's the worst? I actually had one for you. Who's the worst footballer? Do you think?
There's so many comments say I have 2 left feet here, but it's probably true, isn't it?
Yeah, it is true. What else have we got? Who's the longest in the shower? You probably doing your lid.
Yeah, probably. Denley loves it. I think, yeah, to be honest, I don't really know.
Will Jack says Sam's the way worse footballer.
To be fair, the standard football at Surrey is pretty high. We got the goals at the Oval, so that's always good. But I'm pretty sure county cricket this season or whenever we get back, there's not going to be much football being played because I reckon that's the sensible option. So
yeah,
I think we've come up with football, volleyball in warm-ups so far, and it's pretty enjoyable actually.
Yeah, no, it's good fun. Who brings the most banter on tour?
Well, someone like Sam Billings brings all the gadgets. He's got every gadget under.
Yeah, he does.
That you can. If you ask Billings what gadget he's got an ultimate team because he spends like most money I've ever seen on picking his team. So he's definitely somebody who's got the gadgets, and she's got that. What's that thing called? He travels with in the airports.
Oh yeah, it's like a portable Xbox, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but I think that's too keen. If you're playing Xbox in an airport, I think there's something wrong.
Yeah, you've got to back it up with your performances if you're that keen, haven't you?
Yeah. What did you say your biggest what's the question? Biggest tip for like a younger guy like coming through the system and stuff like
that? That's a good question as well. I reckon,
especially with school and like us being obviously still quite young. What did you find the most challenging stuff when you were going to school and stuff? And balancing cricket.
I think that was probably the main issue, was trying to get some work done and actually play my cricket at the same time. And the teachers were never that keen on me leaving in the evenings, but because I was probably always behind on my homework. But I think it's quite hard to balance the two. I guess at that sort of age, it's important to get both done because you don't know how your cricket career is going to go. So I guess you've got to make the most of it and then try get your work done. Easy to say now, and then crack on after. How about you?
Yeah, I was pretty much the same. I reckon I was probably always set on playing cricket, but I tried to play as much sports as I could. But I think balancing schoolwork and stuff, I wasn't the brightest and still not the brightest. So I think, I think just trying to balance, it was quite tough balancing work. But obviously now, as you said, it's easier to look back and say we did this and that. But I still think school's obviously probably the most important thing, just to get those out the way. And then I think we obviously came through Surrey Academy together. So that was pretty cool to we got such a good squad at Surrey now, so that there's a lot of guys our age group who all came through school together, and we used to train at the academy in the evening. So yeah, I didn't get much work done, but I tried my best.
Yeah, that's all you can do, I guess. Right, how many more? Should we answer 3 more?
Yeah.
Flick through. What's your greatest personal achievement on a cricket pitch, Sam?
I reckon personally, memories wise, I reckon in India when I got my hat trick against Delhi that was pretty special memory. Just obviously personally, but as a team, when I played in the test at the Oval, when Alistair Cook got his final 100, I thought that was the most special to be involved in terms of like seeing how much it meant to the older players who had played with him for so long, and the fact that you could see how emotional. Obviously, it was his last test, so see how emotional it was for the guys who had been playing with him for so long. As a younger player in my first few tests, to be seeing how much it means to play for England, things like that was pretty cool, and that's probably a memory that sticks with me in terms of as a team. I wouldn't say there's many like personally, because obviously it's a team sport, so you try and enjoy the team moments and celebrate together and things like that.
Yeah, nice.
And you, what do you reckon what memories stick out for you?
Personally, I'd probably say my first 100 for England was the sort of my favourite personal achievement, and I guess another one would be watching Sangakkara, I guess when he played over at Surrey, when he hit I think it was 5 nearly 600s in a row, and he broke that record, which was unbelievable to watch throughout the season. Here you go. Who's your best wicket?
Best wicket. Oh wow. Can't take far away from the best player in the world. I reckon Kohli's probably my biggest wicket, but it's obviously, I think, again, you've got to link it back when you take your wickets and when you score your runs. I think that's the key. You just got to keep kind of contribute. So there's wickets where you probably that in the game situation. They might not be the biggest wicket, but just in the game situation, taking a wicket is probably the best feeling.
Yeah.
So we round up with the last question. What is your biggest advice you've been given by a legend of the game, do you reckon?
I think obviously being at Surrey since we were sort of young lads, we've been lucky enough to share changing room with guys like Sangha, Morne Morkel, and they're obviously some of the best cricketers in the world. But there's a reason why they're so good, is because they know how to deal with all the highs and the lows of cricket. And I think it's probably just to try, I guess, from especially being a batter, is try to sort of stay as level as you can, whether you get 100 or you snick off for a duck. Because we've sort of both things can happen sort of within the space of a match sometimes. So I think it's trying to stay as level as you can and just try enjoy your teammates' success while it's all going on. And then, try to put those bad ones behind you, forget about them, and then just crack on and then go again. How about you?
Yeah, so I think you cracked the nail on the head there. I reckon it's about, obviously things learning when you're ups and downs. It's about I find just trying to not look into it too much and just try to keep positive, because I think I play my best when I'm not worrying about the outcome too much and kind of just playing ball by ball and bowling ball by ball. So I think that's probably my biggest advice, is if you're in a bad run of form, which everyone goes through, is probably just try and keep positive, because there's always a way through at the end of it, like you said. Yeah,
no, I agree. I reckon should we finish there?
Yeah, cool. Why don't you try and get some of the other boys on if you want to?
Well,
right, cheers, boy.
Good to speak. Cheers, guys.
Right.
Cheers.